Alright, what's up everybody? Back with another edition of Everyday Hoops. Hope you guys are having it going. Today we're talking about the playoff games that happened yesterday. The game fours that happened on April 23rd. 4 games, big games. Very excited to talk about them. Yeah, thank you guys for the views on the videos and the shorts recently. If you like the content, consider subscribing, like, turn notifications, all stuff like that. Really appreciate it, really upset a lot. We have playoff stuff, and we have the look-in series. I uploaded another one of the Brooklyn Nets a few days ago after they got swept. So if you missed that one, go watch it. And yeah, let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into it. So the first game we had, early game, Cavs, Knicks, game 4. The Knicks leading 2-1 in the series. A huge game for the Cavaliers, obviously, to win this game. The Knicks came out firing. Jalen Brunson was hot from the start. RJ Barrett was playing really good. No Quentin Grimes in this game because of a shoulder injury. So Josh Hart got the start and he played very well. Yeah, the Cavs kept missing shots. The Knicks had a big lead going into the second half. In the second half, Darius Garland was trying, at least for Cleveland. Darius Garland was trying. LeVert was hitting shots. Jared Allen was trying. And the Cavs defense really started to pick it up. But then, of course, Jalen Brunson had a big end to the third quarter, hit a big three-pointer. They go to the fourth, and Donovan Mitchell, man. Donovan Mitchell needs to be a lot better. He made one shot in the second half, I think. Made one shot. And the Knicks, interesting thing, Julius Randle was doing nothing basically the entire game. He was struggling. So he did not play the end of this game. It was Obi Toppin and Isaiah Hartenstein playing at the end of this game. We had Jalen Brunson, RJ Barrett, Josh Hart's huge offensive rebounds. And the Knicks win 102-93. Now have a 3-1 series lead over Cleveland. Cavs actually shot better from the field, which is interesting. Cavs shot 47%, Knicks were 45%. Both teams were struggling to shoot from three. But the rebounding, man, it's been like this the whole series. The Knicks been out rebounding the Cavs the entire series. The Knicks out rebounded Cleveland 47-33. Had 17 offensive rebounds. Jalen Brunson continues his amazingness in New York. 29, 6 and 6 at 5 threes. RJ Barrett, huge credit to him. He was basically doing nothing the first 2 games of the series and now went back to New York and he really stepped up huge for this team. 26 points. Got to the free throw line, which is something that doesn't really happen that much for RJ. Shot 13 free throws. Josh Hart, 19 and 7. He's been all over this series. Mitchell Robinson, 12 and 11. Julius Randle shot just 3 for 10, had 7 points. Yeah, for Cleveland, Darius Garland, 23 and 10 assists. He really was being aggressive in the second half. Jared Allen and Karis LeVert have 14. Evan Mobley, 12 and 7. Donovan Mitchell, 11 points on 5 for 18 shooting and 6 turnovers. A very rare, bad playoff game for Donovan Mitchell. And now the Cavs are down 3-1. Big thing has been, the depth, obviously. Isaac Okoro at least was trying. He's being aggressive, getting to the rim. J.D. Osman was all right. Karis LeVert's actually been really good in this series. But Cavs' depth is showing that they're not that good. And the Knicks' depth is just a lot better. And the really disappointing thing is the big men. Like Jared Allen and Evan Mobley have been getting outplayed by Mitchell Robinson. By Mitchell Robinson alone has been outplaying Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. Mitchell Robinson is just a monster on the offensive rebounding. And just rebounding in general. Jared Allen had 4 rebounds in this game. Like, when's the last time Jared Allen had 4 rebounds in a game? Like, Mitchell Robinson's just been killing them. Both the big men. And yeah, the Cavs, it's kind of been the weakness all year, the depth, the three-point shooting. But it's been kind of covered up because Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell would just take over. And Jared Allen and Evan Mobley would just be good. So it's like no one really cared. But yeah, the depth is not good on this team. Definitely needs to be a big thing to address in the offseason. But series not over yet. Still 3-1. The Knicks still have to win one more game, which they probably will. Whether it's in Cleveland or I won't be surprised if Cleveland maybe wins game 5 and then they go back to New York and New York Knicks win that game. But yeah, the Knicks just have been better. Flat out, just better. Next one, we got Kings-Warriors game 4. The Warriors had a big response to game 3, winning that one without Draymond. And Draymond comes back in game 4 off the bench. Draymond Green coming off the bench for the first time in a very long time. And this was a great game to start. De'Aaron Fox started this game off really hot. Keegan Murray was being aggressive. He had a really good game. For the Warriors, Steph and Clay were doing their thing. Kevon Looney continuing what he did in game 3. It's a very close first half. The Kings, big lead after the Warriors just kept punching back. But the Kings, Warriors kept punching, but the Kings kept having a response, which is really good. The third quarter, Warriors came alive as well. They scored 37 in the third quarter. Then we go down the fourth quarter. It looks like the Warriors are going to take it, but then the Kings just keep punching back. Warriors take a 7-point lead. The Kings punch it back, make it a 2-point game. You know, it was a lot. Davion Mitchell as well was really good in this game. Last minute, Andrew Wiggins hit a shot to make it a 5-point game. Few plays later, Malik Monk tries to go too fast, misses the layup. Warriors get the ball. Steph calls a timeout, even though the Warriors don't have a timeout because they challenged a play that they shouldn't challenge. Draymond Green was literally telling Steve Kerr, "Don't challenge this play." Kevon Looney was moving on the screen. Steve Kerr challenged it anyway. I don't know why. So they don't have a timeout left. And Steph calls a timeout. Warriors don't have a timeout, so now the Kings get a free throw and the ball. So Malik Monk makes the free throw. Kings get the ball. Harrison Barnes misses a three. It goes out of bounds to get the ball back. De'Aaron Fox is a clutch pull-up three-pointer, making a 1-point game. Come down the other end, the Warriors. Steph Curry misses a floater. And the Kings get one last chance with 10 seconds left, down one. And De'Aaron Fox tries to get it, but I think both teams did a really good job. The Warriors did a really good job of, we know De'Aaron Fox is the clutchest player in the league. We're not letting De'Aaron Fox win this game. Someone else is going to have to hit the shot to win a game. And De'Aaron Fox made the right play, made the right pass over to Harrison Barnes, who's wide open on the wing. But Barnes misses the three. There's a really good attempt by both teams. De'Aaron Fox made the right play by making the pass, and it was a really good shot. Best non-De'Aaron Fox shot they could have got. And the Warriors did the right thing too. They're like, we're not letting him win this game. Someone else is going to have to hit the shot. And the Warriors win 126-135, tying the series up at 2, going back to Sacramento. The Warriors shot 50% of the field. Both teams shot basically the same from 3. Yeah, Steph Curry, being Steph Curry, 32, 5, and 4. He had an amazing game, hit 5 threes. Clay was big in this game too, 26 points, he hit 4 threes. And Jordan Poole, finally doing stuff offensively. 22 points, shot 8 for 15. Got to the free throw line a lot. Wiggins had 18, 8, and 3. Draymond, 12, 10, and 7 off the bench. He did take 14 shots, which Draymond Green should not be taking 14 shots on a game. I don't know why. But, I mean, I guess he was being aggressive. And then Kevon Looney, 8, 14, and 6. Another great game. And, yeah, as I said, the Warriors needed these 2 wins. They couldn't win one and split one. They needed to win both of these home games if they wanted a chance in this series. And they won both the games. You know, Kevon Looney was huge. Jordan Poole was finally waking up a little bit offensively. And now we have a series. For Sacramento, De'Aaron Fox was amazing in this game. 38, 9, and 5. Couldn't really play that much better. Keegan Murray, 23 and 7. That's huge for the rest of the series. Now he's got some confidence. Malik Monk at 16, 5, and 5. Davion Mitchell was huge in this game with 12 points. Sabonis, not the best game. 14, 7, and 8. Shot 7 for 13. Missed a lot of easy ones. Harrison Barnes had a tough shooting game. Kevin Huerter has been not good in this series. He had 2 points last night. Only played 21 minutes because Malik Monk and Davion Mitchell have been outplaying him. And yeah, now we have 2-2 series going back to Sacramento. And it's a huge Game 5. Huge Game 5. Kings need to come with the energy that they did in the first 2 games. They need the bench guys like Malik Monk and Davion Mitchell to keep it going. They need Keegan Murray to keep up this confidence. But I think, honestly, if Harrison Barnes plays a little bit better, I think they win this game. Because Harrison Barnes is a big key as well. That's kind of the guy that gets the easy ones, you know? The guy that does nothing wrong on the court. So I think he needs to play a lot better. And for the Warriors, they just need to stop the turnovers, man. Stop turnovers and get stops when they need them. That's what the Warriors need to do in order to win. Next game we had Celtics-Hawks Game 4. The Hawks went and won Game 3. To make it a little bit interesting of a series. Coming to Game 4, the Celtics get off to a really good start. Derek White gets off to a really good start. So does Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. But the Hawks, Trey and DeJounte, are keeping Atlanta in the game. Late first quarter, the Celtics bench came in. Malcolm Brogdon and Robert Williams played really well. They lead by 10 at the end of the first half. Second half, it looks like the Celtics going to take this game away. But the Hawks need to keep it pushing. You know, Trae Young, DeAndre Hunter was big late in the first half. But then the Celtics hit a few shots to go up by double figures. Third quarter, the Hawks win the third quarter, 34-27. Clint Capella, DeAndre Hunter, DeJounte Murray. Finally, the big men are doing something for Atlanta. And it's only a 5-point game going into the fourth quarter. They go to the fourth, and then Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum take over this game. Especially Jaylen Brown. Was been really good getting his own, but also finding his teammates and Jason Tatum putting the finishing touches on it. And the Celtics win 129-121. Now going back to Boston, up 3-1 with a chance to win the series on Tuesday. Celtics shoot 52% from the field. They had 16 threes. The Hawks didn't shoot that bad, though. They shot 44%, 38% from 3. Forced 16 Celtic turnovers. It was just Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum played amazing in this game. They both had 31 points. They were great. Marcus Smart had a big game, 19 points. Derek White continuing his greatness, 18 points. Malcolm Brogdon had 14 off the bench. Then Robert Williams, 13 and 15 in this game, with a couple blocks and steals in there. Al Horford didn't score, but he had 11 rebounds, 5 assists because it's Al Horford. Yeah, the Celtics just better team than the Hawks. That's just what it was in this game. Trae Young had a great game, 35 and 15. DeAndre Hunter was big with 27. DeJounte had 23, 9 and 6. Clint Capella had 10. But the bench, this is the one game where the bench didn't provide anything. The first 3 games, they literally were in the games because of their bench. And now, finally, when the starters are playing good, the bench doesn't do anything for the Hawks. The whole bench didn't really play that much because they all were shooting bad. And yeah, John Collins, I don't know where he is. I don't know what happened to him. 5 points, 1 for 9 shooting, only played 25 minutes. Yeah, I don't know where he went. Just disappeared. I don't know what happened to him. But yeah, the Hawks, I mean, we're trying so hard. They're just not as good as the Celtics. That's what it is. It's just not, they're not as good. I appreciate they're really trying. They took a game, so it's not an easy sweep. But now they're going back to Boston, and Boston's probably winning this series in 5. Yeah, the league's also investigating DeJounte Murray because after the game, DeJounte Murray kind of bumped into the ref and said something to him. So I don't know what's going to happen. Now he's probably going to get fined for it or something. Whatever. But yeah, Celtics are up 3-1. And the last game we had, Denver, Minnesota. Denver coming into this game up 3-0, looking to sweep Minnesota. A very low-scoring game to start. Minnesota came out with definitely some energy. Cat coming up with some energy. So is Anthony Edwards. He's been on fire recently. Nuggets led by 1. I mean, the Timberwolves led by 1 at the end of the first. Go to the second quarter, and then Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon, the bench starts to get into the game for Denver, but Minnesota keeps fighting back. You know, Cat, Anthony Edwards, Mike Conley plays solid. Nuggets led by 4 at the end of the first half. Well, the second half, third quarter, Minnesota outscores Denver 32-22. After Denver got off to a really good start, Minnesota, Rudy Gobert, Anthony Edwards again hit his shots. Kyle Anderson, even though he did go down in this game and left the game, hopefully he's okay. And Timberwolves actually led by 6 going into the fourth quarter. We go to the fourth quarter, and it looks like Minnesota's going to win this game. I mean, Mike Conley's hitting threes. Carl Towns is getting buckets. And it looks like they're going to win this game. They have a 12-point lead with 2:52 left in this game. And then Denver Nuggets. Nikola Jokic hits a 3. Michael Porter Jr. hits a 3. Back-to-back threes. Jokic hits a fadeaway. And all of a sudden, in not even 2 minutes, it goes from a 12-point game to a 1-point game. And then Rudy Gobert comes down. Michael Porter Jr. blocks him. Nuggets get the ball. Towns fouls Jokic. Was it a foul? I don't know. But Jokic gets fouled. Misses the first. Makes the second. And then Anthony Edwards comes down. Tries to get a shot. But KCP with really good defense. On his play, we go to overtime. And all of a sudden, I was like, end this game. I want Denver to win this game. Minnesota, we end their season now. No way they just blew a 12-point lead like that. Coming down, Carl Towns gets fouls out early in overtime. But Minnesota keeps on it because Mike Conley hits a bang 3. Then Nickeil Alexander-Walker hits back-to-back 3s to put him up 5. Then Anthony Edwards hits the layup. And with a minute 29 left, they're up 7. But the Nuggets come raging back. Jamal Murray layup. Back-to-back layups. Jokic layup. And all of a sudden, it's a 1-point game. And then with 11 seconds left, Anthony Edwards hits a tough step-back 3 to put the dagger in the Nuggets' heart. And Minnesota wins 114-108, avoiding the sweep. And now they're going back to Denver. Both teams shot pretty similar from the field, 45% and 42%. Timberwolves hit 13 threes, Nuggets hit 12 threes. The free throws, Nuggets missed 6 free throws in this game. Yeah, Anthony Edwards has been on fire last 3 games. Ever since game 2, he's been on fire. He's now has the second most 30-point games in the playoffs by a guy that hasn't turned 22 yet. He's got 5 already, because including last year against the Grizzlies, he was really good. 34, 6 and 5, 2 steals, 3 blocks, shot 12 for 27, hit 5 threes. He was phenomenal. Mike Conley was really good, 19 and 8. Carl Towns 17 and 11 before fouling out. Rudy Gobert had 14, 15. Then Kyle Anderson had 11, 6 and 5 off the bench before fouling out of this game. But yeah, Minnesota played with a lot of heart, showed a lot of effort, didn't want to get swept. And Anthony Edwards came to play. Rudy Gobert was solid. Conley was solid. Carl Towns had his best game of the series. Even though he only took 9 shots, he got to the free throw line a lot. And they win this game. For Denver, Nikola Jokic was on a fire, 43, 11, and 6. Shot 15 for 26. I would like to see it take a little bit more shots in overtime at the end of the game. Jamal Murray had 19.75. He had a tough shooting day. It was 8 for 21. Gordon and Michael Porter Jr. were solid. They both shot 50%. But yeah, KCP was 2 for 7. After Bruce Brown, the bench, Jeff Green didn't hit his shot. Christian Brown didn't hit his shot. DeAndre Jordan played 4 minutes and hit a free throw. I don't know why he's playing. Just a tough shooting day. They've been so good the first 3 games. It was only to come that they had a rough shooting day, and it was good that there was this game. Where they could just lose one and then be like, all right, we'll go back to Denver now. Let's just win one, go on to the next round. But great fight for Minnesota. Great fight. Yeah, that's it for today. We got 2 more game 4s. The last game 4s today. Bucks, Heat, Grizzlies, Lakers. Giannis is playing. So very excited to see what happens in that game. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Once again, if you enjoyed the content, consider subscribing, like, turn notifications on, stuff like that. Really appreciate it. Really helps out a lot. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.